Today on The Real.
We respond to Stacey Dash from Girl Chat. There's a reason why we have a BET, a Telemundo, a logo.
And what's better than chocolate?
A chocolate bar with our special purple ticket.
We're kicking off our purple ticket contest. Plus, the very funny and inappropriate Marlon Wayans.
Happy Valentine's Day, plan!
Then we're taking you inside our journey to the Capitol. Only on The Real.
Time of the day. Yes. It's girl chat time. Yay!
Yay.
Love it. And everything. Now, before we get into it, something super duper juicy is that Adrienne, you had the most fantabulous weekend.
I did.
Because Adrienne, you guys met her idol, Jennifer Lopez.
You know, we talked about this where you guys were like, what would you do if you met her? And I was like, I don't want to meet her because I was like scared and I was like, oh my God, I think I'll faint, I'll pass out. Well, thank God for red wine.
Won't he do it? Won't he come through?
Guys, you know, Jennifer Lopez is doing her residency in Vegas. Such an incredible performer, but this was the best part.
What?
She was so nice when I met her. And that was what I was scared of. I think when you idolize somebody for such a long time, your biggest fear is, what if they're not like what you always dreamt them to be? I'm like, oh my God, you're so nice. I'm such a big fan of yours. She was like, I've met you before, no? I was like, girl, she thought she knew me. She thought I was her long lost cousin.
Because she's never met you before.
No, I've never met her before.
Really?
Which is insane. And also, her man,
Casper.
Bo Smart was there. Kindest man ever. Looks out for her, looks out for her people. Like, was just guys, I had just the best time.
And you love hearing it.
And you guys, she was sitting with Benny Medina, who I'm a huge fan of as well. He's her manager. And guys, they've seen The Real. They've seen our show.
No way.
Yes, she was exactly where the show was. She watches The Real, and I was like, girl, we would die to have you. Our fingers crossed. Jennifer Lopez,
please.
I love you. You are my idol. You've paved the way for me and so many Latinas, and I can't thank you enough. So we would love to have you here on The Real. She was dancing salsa music, yo.
You got your life.
And her body in person.
Oh, even
Can we just say something?
Her body is
Shout out to real bodies.
I mean, like, for real.
Shout out to natural bodies, homegrown.
Yes, come from root chair.
I can go on and on. Oh, and then I went to go see it another night.
Okay.
So I went the second night, they invited me back, and I took my parents. And I think for my mom being Boricua and being Puerto Rican,
You brought your mama,
I brought my mother to the show,
Good
my
for
dad
you,
to the
Adrienne.
show. It was phenomenal. And I like that they had salsa, like she celebrates our heritage in the show.
Exactly.
I love you, Jennifer Lopez. Okay. That's it. I'm done.
I'm so excited for you. My God.
Such an amazing weekend.
Such good news. Okay, so with that, we've got to get into some girl chat. So ladies, love this.
Get ready.
So we've been talking about the controversial all-white acting nominees for this year's Oscars. Well, actress Stacey Dash has added to the controversy on the subject. Speaking out on Fox and Friends, she said, quote, either we want to have segregation or integration, and if we don't want segregation, then we need to get rid of channels like BET and the BET Awards and the Image Awards, where you're only awarded if you're black, end quote. And she went on to say, quote, there shouldn't be a Black History Month where Americans, period, end quote. Lonnie, do you think Stacey has a point?
Okay, first of all, I want to give it up to BET because they gave the ultimate clap back
How
to
about
her.
that?
Show this on Instagram where they put a picture of her when she was on the game, and they basically said, can we get our check back or nah?
I mean,
You were on the game, and we're not talking about the rapper, the show. So I have to give it up to BET. And this is the thing about this whole conversation. There's a reason why we have a BET, a Telemundo, a Lifetime, a logo. There is a reason, because it's to help emphasize where major networks don't emphasize. And that's the reason for it. I mean, there's no difference. So for her to sit back and say, well, we don't need it, she benefited from it as well. I mean, you have never seen her on Vogue. You've never seen her
but
on
I've seen her on Black
Cosmopolitan,
Men magazine.
But you've seen her on King magazine. Yeah. You've seen her on Heart and Soul, which are all so-called black magazines. So for her to say it, she's being a little hypocritical, you know.
I have to give it to, obviously, networks like BET. I think the fact that, you know, if you, at any point, like we're talking about now, they're saying the Oscars, you know, maybe doesn't show that much love to minorities. And I think when you find yourself in a situation like that, you've got to applaud something like BET Network that says, well, we're going to pave our own way. We're going to find our own lane.
Yeah,
we're going to do something for our own people. If we don't feel like we're being acknowledged in this area, then let's do it for ourselves. Don't wait for somebody to clap for you. Clap for yourself.
And the Image Awards, they put on, they give image to everybody.
I'd also like to say I am not black. I mean, maybe a little bit in here. But I am Latina, and I've hosted the red carpet for the BET Awards. I've hosted on 106 in Park. Justin Timberlake has won BET Awards.
I mean, I can't keep my mouth shut no more. You know, I mean, I have to agree with you, Lonnie and Adrian. I have to give it up to BET because for singers who don't sing pop music.
Yes.
Oh. Wow, how else would you see us?
It's not a
Where
race
else would you
issue.
hear our music?
It's a
Where
genre.
else would you see our music videos?
Right.
That's why we shot a video to be on 106 in Park. Won't he do it? I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Right.
I agree.
I mean, let's not all forget, you know?
Well, and this is the reality of the situation. It would be nice for mankind to see us all as one.
Yes.
But the reality is that, I mean, racism still exists, segregation still exists, and these networks like BET and, you know, Telemundo, they don't cause segregation, they celebrate the diversity of America.
That's it.
We're able to watch these shows on these networks and relate. It's about relatability, not about segregation.
But if you guys really think about it, this is going to be weird to say, but as many people that win awards at the BET Awards that are white are about as many people that have won Oscars that are black.
Yeah, so it's the same.
Do you get what I'm saying? I know that sounds weird to say it that way, but you've got Justin Timberlake, Adele, Iggy Azalea's.
But honestly, you guys, what's wrong with celebrating that? That's the issue.
That's why I'm saying you have to acknowledge them, and also because if it weren't
it's okay to celebrate it.
If it weren't to acknowledge all of the minority talent out there, I wouldn't have an icon to emulate.
How about that?
As a little minority girl when I was growing up, I need to see minority talent out there in order to believe I can be that.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
100%.
You have to have that.
And I also say this. There's nothing wrong with celebrating your culture. Even
Yes.
if you are white, you're from somewhere.
Oh,
you're from Germany.
Germany.
You're from
Ireland.
Germany, Ireland. You're from
you're
England.
French. Yeah.
Nothing is wrong with celebrating your culture. So all this stuff about, you know, we're all Americans. Yes, we are. But we're not all treated the same. And that is the underlining issue with all of this right now. And so you have these different little niche programming places to, you know, to actually show.
Showcase
I wouldn't know.
people.
Let me tell you, I don't have any Asian friends. I had one Asian boyfriend. This is my Asian friend now.
That's hilarious.
Seriously. And I have learned more about the Asian culture on this show because of her.
Yeah.
Because we decided, you know, when we do this show, let's put a show with all women of color.
How about that?
So it shows you that you don't have the same black women. We all don't act the same as black women. Because when you only have one black, then, you know, you think,
Stereotype.
yeah, this is stereotypical. They all act the same. There's 3 different type of black women. You know, we have an Asian, and she gives us part of her culture. We have a Latina who just lost it with another Latina.
That's true.
This is the beauty of having a program like this. And for y'all that want to talk about Fox, we're on Fox.
Won't he do it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So don't act like
Fox doesn't show love.
Yeah.
And we're also on BET.
Won't he do that?
So that's what he will do. Oh, I can talk all day about
I
this.
know. That makes me so angry because I don't get it. Go ahead, Tam.
I love what you said. We are all Americans, but what makes us beautiful as a country is the fact that we are a melting pot.
Yes.
I love the fact that we have different cultures here and that we can be open about it and talk about it. I love to educate myself about the Latina culture, the Asian, culture. I'm married to a white man and I learned white culture. There is such a thing. And I love being
And you have white.
And
No,
I
you-
have
you
white.
did.
Yeah, your dad is white.
I love being able to talk about that, to celebrate it, and why not award it sometime?
How about that?
Exactly.
Nothing wrong
with
with
that.
You know what the thing is that you do have people out there that think like her, and it's good for us to talk about this. That's why a lot of people say, "Oh, just ignore it." No, we
It
need
feels
to talk
like
about
self-hate,
this.
though, which is
Because
even weirder.
It's underlining.
weird.
It might be hypocritical or it may be some
Self-hatred.
type of self-hatred,
something.
but we need to talk about and keep discussing this because we're not going nowhere. Is anybody in the audience going back to their native land? Anybody?
For vacation, absolutely.
At the end of the day, celebrate your culture,
Yeah.
put it out there on blast when your people do good, and let the melting pot shine. That's
Yes.
what America's about.
How about
That is all America
I'll take that,
Now, another actress, you guys, who's voicing her opinion is Girls creator Lena Dunham, who I love. She's been talking about the challenges women face in the workplace. Now, Lena said, "At work, it became my mission to answer every email, no matter the hour, and agree to every added task."
Child.
So Dunham then declared that 2016 will be her year of saying no.
How about that?
Okay.
So, Tamara,
Yes.
do you think there's pressure for women to say yes to everything, both, in a professional and a personal setting?
I think innately as women, we like to please. So I would say maybe for the most part, yes. But for me, honestly, maybe I'm different, but I never had that problem. I have no problem saying no professionally. At a very young age, I knew what I would and what I would not do. I guess because I set my priorities straight at a very, very young age, and I have to thank my parents for that. And now that I'm a mom, I really know what I'm gonna do and what I'm not gonna do, because if you're gonna take me away from my family, it has to be worth my time.
No,
Yes.
exactly. Well, you know what? I'm not a yes person, a no person. I'm a however I feel like person.
How about that?
You know? And you get that way.
It with age, child,
Exactly.
maturity.
That's what I'm saying. See, Leah is getting to that age where now you don't give a care.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's
and
right,
It's
it's
like
an
when you young, you want to please everybody, and you thinking, let me do this, because this might happen, and all of that. Tell you, as you get older, you become a like whatever I feel like type of person. So that's it. That's it.
No shade.
I would say 2016 is the year of no thank you.
No thanks.
No, thank you.
According to a recent report from the New York Times, some New York City high schools are using hip hop to help their students deal with their emotions.
Nice.
The program is called Hip Hop Therapy and brings kids to an alternative way to express their feelings without resorting to violence or fighting. Jeannie,
Yes.
do you believe this alternative method or therapy could actually work?
Are you kidding? I'm from the Bay.
Yeah?
All day, hip hop saved me. Are you serious? Like, I remember driving in my little Golf, and when I needed to hit that aggression, you know what would really get me out?
What?
NWA, straight out of Compton. That, oh my God. Like it,
So hood right now.
completely, when you just beat in your car like this. Or, okay, honestly, when I was really heartbroken, you know what song saved me?
What song,
What?
child?
Okay, Toni Braxton, Unbreak
Except
My
that she not
Heart.
hip hop.
Oh my God. No, but I'm saying that was a song for me. She wasn't hip hop, but that was like, music can be medicine.
No, have you guys ever Zumba'd? You know what that is?
No.
Yeah.
Zumba? I am not the only person who does Zumba, please. Thank you. No, I take Zumba very
Really?
seriously.
Explain it to me, because
It's dancing. No, what I'm saying is music is definitely
Okay, got
therapy
it.
to your soul.
Yeah, like
I
soul
don't like
cycling.
to exercise at all.
But you like the Zumba.
But I like to Zumba. It puts me in this mode where I just, I salsa dance. I
Yeah.
can salsa, and you're exercising at the same time, and you're losing like 1,000 calories at the same time. So it's all a win-win situation for me.
So you might have heard, but we girls was just at the White House visiting First Lady Michelle Obama.
Yes.
Now, we wanted to show you guys a little behind the scenes of our travels to D.C. Now, because when we travel together, it's always a good time, turn up time. So check it out.
I am on my way to the airport to meet Tay-Tay. Of course, I'm late. What's new?
Everyone knew Adrian would be late, but we packed our bags and we're off to 1600 Pennsylvania Ave, the White House.
She's so cute when she's sleeping.
Asian, no raisin. We landed in the nation's capital and we had less than 24 hours until we met the First Lady. We were so excited. Man, we're going to the White House. I remember reading about that in school, just seeing the pictures. I don't think it's hit me just yet that we're going to be in that White House.
You guys, it's less than one day until we see floaters.
I know. I'm so excited. And it's freezing here. It's cold.
Yes,
They weren't kidding.
It's
I'm not
crazy.
cold. I've been drinking on the plane.
I was going to say it, but let you tell it. But it was time to get down to business.
We're at our production meeting.
For the White House.
We are so fancy. Do you see this? There's paper and pen.
Yes, we're very professional, very astute, ready.
The top line is going to say,
White House.
for Lotus.
Yes.
Getting ready to meet the beautiful First Lady isn't as glamorous as it seems.
You know, it's only right that when we're going to see Flotus, we have our nails done.
Absolutely.
It's just necessary.
Because Adrian's nails look like she had been chewing on them.
It looked like I had been playing in rocks.
The life of a mom. What you hear in this video is me pumping. The White House was the next stop.
It didn't hit me till this morning. Like, you're getting up to go to the White House to interview the First Lady of the United States. Yeah, I'm like on my way to Oprah status. What the world?
We're at the White House. We're gonna pull up, but I don't understand.
Oh my
Oh geez. Oh geez. Where's it?
It's time! But before we met the First Lady, we had to get a few pictures to remember this trip. And an unbelievable surprise.
Was that cool?
We just saw the President of the United States take off in Marine One. Awesome. We did not even expect that, so it was an added treat, as well as meeting the First Lady.
And he had a strut, too. His walk into that chopper is nothing I've ever seen on any runway.
Presidential.
You guys, not too bad for a girl from the Lower East Side.
Thank you, First Lady. It was an amazing experience.
As long as I live. And I'm glad to have that memory with you guys. Like, I mean, shout out to the First Lady. Again, we would just really, really like to thank our First Lady, Michelle Obama, and her entire team for having us at the White House. All of you are amazing. I mean, just so sweet, so kind, so welcoming.
So it was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity meeting and interviewing Michelle Obama about her Better Make Room campaign in the White House.
Crazy.
Amazing.
Hearing it.
We were so inspired by her efforts to motivate young people to pursue higher education that we wanted to help out one amazing young man with his college dreams, too. Check it out.
Welcome back. Kinston, North Carolina is a town of just 20,000 people, but it has one of America's highest violent crime rates. In 2014 alone, there were 61 reported shootings. The average age of those victims, just 22 years old. Wow. Realizing his city needed a change, 15-year-old Chris Suggs set out to make a difference. Take a look.
For Chris Suggs, he wanted to do more than stop the violence in his hometown. He wanted to provide the whole community a chance to make their city better. At just 14, he started Kinston Teens to amplify the voices of the youth in Kinston and create positive options for teens. In their first year alone, They volunteered for more than 5,000 hours, from cleaning up streets and mentoring students in elementary schools to teen town hall meetings that give youth the chance to speak directly to the local government and law enforcement. Kinston Teens has had an immediate impact. And because of its efforts to grow the organization, Chris has been recognized locally, nationally, and globally as a leader. With a passion for his community and the vision to improve it, Chris Suggs is just getting started.
Please welcome the incredible Chris Suggs. Welcome.
Hello.
I love your bow tie.
Thank you.
It's very cute. Okay, so why is it so important to you for the young people of Kinston to get involved in their community?
I think it's very important, and not only for young people in Kinston, but young people in any community to be involved in, local government and serving their community and helping others, because we're the future of that community and the world, really.
Yes,
so we have to work hard.
Absolutely.
So what are your plans for the future?
Definitely college. That's where I'm going next. I've accumulated enough high school credits to graduate a year early, so I'll be graduating next year.
That's impressive.
Wow. You want to go back to Kinston after college.
Yeah.
Why is that a priority for you?
Because it's my hometown, and I've started Kinston Teens there, and I want to continue making a difference and ensuring that I'm building, future leaders and the next generation of Chris Suggses and Kinston Teens. So.
That's right. Okay.
That is amazing.
So do you have anybody that you look up to?
Yes, there's people like President Obama.
Yes.
I aspire to be president one day.
All right,
so.
now.
You can do it.
Come on through.
Yeah, so definitely President Obama. He's a great leader. He leads our country very well. And then there's social justice activists like D.Ray McKesson who work on a grassroots level.
Yes.
Well, we think what you're doing is really incredible, and we're not the only ones. A friend of our show wanted to say a few words of encouragement.
Christopher, you inspire me, and I know that you are touching the lives of so many people in your hometown as well. I'm proud to stand alongside you in this fight as you work to build a better world, and I know that you'll continue to do great things. Keep up the hard work, Christopher.
Surprised?
Wow, I'm definitely surprised.
What do you think?
It's amazing.
Well, you deserve it. You work
Yes.
hard.
Thank you.
And Chris, we know that you're getting ready to go to college next year, so we reached out to our friends at Always Up Foundation. The Always Up Foundation helps first-generation and low-income youth get to and through college by providing scholarships, support for other nonprofit organizations, and an annual leadership summit. They are working to bridge the gap between ambition and opportunity and break the generational cycle of poverty.
Now, the Always Up Foundation wanted to help support your college education, so they gave us something just for you. You lift that up. Lift up the top.
Okay.
They gave you a check for $2,500 for your first year, $2,500 for your second year, $2,500 for your third year, $2,500 for your fourth year, okay? So these are renewable each year for a total of $10,000. Oh, my goodness. Now look, all you have to do to earn this money is keep your GPA at a 2.0. You think you could do that, Chris?
Oh, definitely. I have over a 4.0 now.
Oh, all right. So, Chris, how will this help with your college plan?
It definitely helps because I'm definitely going to college, and I hope to go to University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill.
Yes, I did my internship there.
Thank you. Yes. And I hope to pursue political science. That's definitely. I foresee myself having a career in politics. So.
That's right.
So proud of you. We're so proud of you.
Uber proud.
Thank you for joining us and for all the good that you continue to do. We're watching you. Thank you so much. We can't wait to see what else you're going to accomplish.
We can't wait to see what Chris does next, and we wish him the best of luck, right, guys?
Yes.
Good luck.
Our first guest is a hilarious comedian who, when he's not touring, is making such funny movies as Scary Movie, A Haunted House, and now his latest, 50 Shades of Black. Give it up for the crazy Marlon Wayans.
reality show. I want to know, what do you do? Like, after, do you go out? And if you did?
I actually went out. New Orleans is a great, fun city. It's so much fun. People are so great. And everybody, they party. I was there during, like, the parades. They would parade, and then there'd be a parade after parade.
Yeah.
And then they have this street called Bourbon Street. And I didn't understand why they called it that till I got there, and I realized everybody drunk. And it smells like bourbon, like the whole street. I was looking for Vodka Boulevard. Hey, meet me on the corner of Crack Alley and Meth Street.
So, did you partake in it then?
It was crazy.
Did you partake
white boys
in it?
like, let's go rock, man.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, baby. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
He's a nut.
So sensitive. Did I partake?
Yes.
I don't drink like that, man. I'm too grown to be throwing up and acting a fool.
Right.
Exactly.
I
The
had 2
hangover
drinks.
is evil the next day.
I got 2 drinks. I put that drink down and be like, I'm good. Call me an Uber.
Smart.
Right.
That's
I want to live. My
Okay,
kids.
now we were talking before about New York City high schools that's using hip hop for therapy.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I want to ask you, would that have helped you as a teen?
No. What are you talking about? That sounds crazy. What do you understand? When I came up, they had the most violent hip hop ever. It was like Onyx. What's Onyx gonna teach me? Like, I'm bored. Let me do some drugs. Let me hit the crack. I'll put you in the back. Oh, there. Give me the face. Oh, no, God, I'm gonna shoot you in the face. Hey. Hey, put some in your arm. Just put some in your arm.
What about like a Tupac moment?
Yeah, but Tupac bipolar. One minute he's shooting the face, next minute he's hugging his mama. You know what I mean?
Lord.
She's trying to sell you on hip-hop therapy.
I think hip hop does wonders for people's life.
All right, we back.
All right, we just got back from the White House. We had an amazing time. It was so much fun. And I had heard you went to the White House.
Oh, Lord.
What was it like for you?
I had a great time, but I was a little upset.
Why?
Because I didn't see Barack. And I go to the White House, I want to see the black man. And I go up there and see there's two sides of the White House. There's the White House where all the business take place.
You have the East Wing and you have the West Wing.
I was in the West Wing where all the business was.
Right.
But I was trying to get to the East Wing. I was like, I want to sip Barack's wine out the bottle. I want to use Michelle's toothbrush. I want to sleep in the baby's bed. I want to do the personal. I want to see the personal side. I want to see how they live. I want to see Michelle and curlers.
We can't see that. We can't see that.
You just said, I want to see where the babies sleep.
I want to sleep in their bed. This comfortable, this
Crazy.
like Goldilocks. Let me sleep in their bed.
Speaking of babies.
You be like, oh no, this one's too hard. Let me try this one. This one look a lot softer.
Speaking of babies, you have 2 kids.
Oh, my God.
So they are teenagers now. You have 2 teenage kids now.
It's like y'all gave her the job. You get him grounded, okay? We gonna laugh. You just get him grounded.
Have you had the talk with your teenagers yet?
Do I look like I should ever have the talk?
No.
Oh, my God.
Not all. They are traumatized, probably.
I am so glad that the schools give them the talk.
So let's be honest, your comedy can get a little graphic
I'm edgy.
at times.
I'm edgy.
Okay, edgy. What did your parents say when they saw the film?
They haven't seen this one yet.
Oh, no.
Oh, Lord.
No, but this one's a little softer because I'm dealing with women and guys. So when you're dealing with this, it's like a romantic comedy in a way. So you can't go but so far. Women, I learned, you can't do, like guys, you fart one time, they're like, oh, dude, that's disgusting. The 1,000th time, they're like, yo, that is so funny. That one almost made me throw up. That was so sick. Women, you get one. Brent, you stupid. You do it again. Brent, no, you got to go. This relationship is over.
We were just talking about that. Except for Adrian. Adrian likes that.
She likes
She think
it all.
it's sexy.
She got brothers, that's why. You got brothers?
No, I have no men in my family. I just feel
You must
like...
have always wanted a brother. I always wanted a brother to fart on my head. You know? Come here, take that, honey.
I love you through and through, you know?
That sounds like my type of woman. Come here. Happy Valentine's Day.
You've done
Hey, baby, I got you a drink. Here you go. Baby, will you marry me? Sight prayer.
I swear, I feel like you are crazy.
He's so funny, crazy.
Oh my God. Now you've done parodies of Boys in the Hood movies, horror films, and now 50 Shades of Grey. What are you gonna tackle next?
I think I'm gonna take a break from parody. I just want to do a movie that has a slightly less crazy pace and, something, with a little more substance to it. And not that parody isn't substance, but it's a great training ground. But, I'm maturing.
I love that.
I love that. Marlon, you have a legacy and your family has one. You have a huge family. Many of them are famous. In fact, you have 9 siblings. Ooh. So we want to play a quick little game with you to see how many family members you can name. We'll show you pictures of your family. If you get 10 names right in 25 seconds, the whole audience is gonna get a prize.
How about that?
They're gonna be rooting for you.
That's a lot of pressure.
It is.
Yeah, it's a lot of pressure.
So get it right.
Is it like The Price is Right where I go, what y'all think? What y'all think?
Let's get 25 seconds on the clock, please.
Sean
Go.
Wayans, the pretty boy.
There we go.
Sean Wayans. Kim Wayans.
Yep.
Damon Wayans.
Yes.
Shiloh Wayans.
That's your dog.
Keenan Wayans.
Yes.
Shantae Wayans.
All right.
Elvira Wayans. Marlon Wayans. With Sean's body. That's Tito Wayans. Damian Wayans.